That's very interesting looking fruit growing over there. I'd like to go and pick some for myself, but I don't see any way to get up this cliff.
Sun's going down, everyone. Let's pack up for the day. It's time for dinner.
Oh, hello! Is that fertilizer from the woods? Thanks. Does that mean you met Father?
I've got some bad news.
Oh, no! Please, not that.
He left a message. His last words before he died were, dig next to the flower.
The flower? A box?
My dearest daughter, if this letter has found its way into your hands, it breaks my heart. But you shall not be seeing me again. I pray that you'll forgive me, but I could not bring myself to say these words to you in person. Now, I want you to know this. The vegetables that we grow in that field are the finest in all of the wildlands. Everyone who tastes them agrees. Do you know why, my daughter? Because you are the one who tends them. It's all thanks to you. Once I am dead, the farm passes to you. It's yours to do as you please. I ask only one thing of you. You know the flower that I looked after? The one that never blooms? Please, promise me you'll look after it and keep it safe. This is my last request to you. There will be no more after this. Farewell, my dearest daughter.
Oh, Dad!
Are you all right?
Yes. Thank you for everything, for telling me the truth. Father stayed here on the farm, not because he liked it, but because he didn't want to leave me alone. He always wanted to leave this place and go on a journey.
A journey?
Yes, to find my mother. She disappeared a long time ago, but he believed she was alive, and he thought I held him back.
You shouldn't think like that.
But it's true. Look what he wrote in the letter. It's all about that stupid flower that never even blooms. He practically comes out and says he doesn't care what happens to me as long as his precious flower is safe.
What flower?
Oh, who cares? He was obsessed with it, you know? Always fussing over it, even though it never bloomed once. What?
It is. It really is. I found it. Unbelievable.
Who are you?
Why, who cares who I am? Behold, the Sorala rosa, genus Munchus, the flower of legend, said to bloom once every 500 years.
What? Sorala?
Yes, yes. Sorala rosa Munchus. In the ancient tongue, it means for the love of my daughter. The legend says that any place that it blooms will be blessed with great fortune and prosperity forever. I must leave you now and write my paper before my rivals beat me to it. Cornelia is my name, and plant biology is my game. Goodbye and good luck.
Sorala. He must have named you after the flower. For good luck and prosperity.
Yes. Oh, Dad. Oh, right. You wanted some greens, didn't you? You can borrow my field if you like, to grow some of your own.
I'm not a farmer.
You'll soon get the hang of it. You just need dirt, which I've got. And we've got the fertilizer that Father found. There you go. Can you see? The spots where I spread the fertilizer. Just plant seeds there and gazelle greens will sprout thick as weeds. Here, I'll give you your first seed. The better the fertilizer, the more greens you can grow. Go find some and bring it back here. Very nice. That's good fertilizer you found. Now you'll be able to grow an even bigger crop of greens.
would you like to buy some tears? I can make you a great deal. I swear you won't regret it.
You're selling your tears? That's not something you see every day.
That's right. People say my tears are beautiful and majestic. They can't get enough. Some even call them the tears of an angel. Would you like to see? Never mind. I guess I can't sell them to you.
But you've already taken my money.
Don't dwell on the money. It's not about that. I can't sell my tears to just anybody you know.
I've never met a merchant who was bold enough to choose their customers.
I know, but I'm special. I can't give you a refund, but instead you can ask me anything you want. Anything at all.
No thanks, I'd rather not.
Then what if I tell you a story that'll make you want to ask me something? You see, I used to be an actress. This was a long time ago. But then, one day, that thing happened. And I had to quit. I can't do much, but I can cry on cue. That's what prompted me to start this business. Come on, aren't you even the teeniest bit curious why I quit acting?
Not really, but I'll listen if you want me to.
Reverse psychology, huh? I'm not falling for that. Besides, I already gave you your money's worth. And that's all for today. If you want more, come back another time.
Mother! You're here! You're really here!
Of course, honey. It's been so long. You seem to be doing well.
Compared to Luxurian, things aren't as convenient, but it's not so bad. Come on, I'll show you around the village. Oh, and remember, don't stray too far from the path. It's not safe.
Thank you, dear. I'll be sure to remember that.
I can't think of a bond stronger than the love between a mother and child.
Are you all right?
I used to have family too. A sweet little thing who I adopted as my own. How I loved her.
Where is she now?
She's gone. But she was the sweetest thing, always following me around. Her fur was the softest of all animals.
Fur? What? You mean... Oh, wait. You're talking about a pet.
A dog, yes. But she was so much more than that. Her name was Clove. She was my only family. One day I lost sight of her for a split second. And she just never came home. Even though I loved her like my own, she probably didn't feel the same about me.
Is this a downed airship?
Originally. Now it looks as though it's someone's home.
Saz?
Leave us alone.
What are you doing here? Oh. Daj? Is he asleep?
Yeah, he's been like that for centuries. Silent as death. Ever since the chaos came and destroyed everything. His body's still alive, but his soul... it's not in there.
What's that?
It's a coffer of souls. If I can collect enough soul fragments, Daj will wake up. At least that's what I was told. Could just be a lie, though.
Who gave it to you?
Lumina. Enough talk. I gotta look after my son.
Hope, you've got to be able to find something about Daj's condition. Saz is... I can't let him go.
I know, Lightning. I was listening too. I'll look into it. It's difficult to say what exactly is wrong with Daj.
My goodness me, if it isn't the Savior. Fancy meeting you here.
Don't go acting all sweet and innocent, Lumina. I know it's no coincidence that you're here.
Oh, so you think that I'm lurking around here, hiding poor little Daja's soul. Is that it?
Something like that.
Nope. Though you're right that it's no coincidence. I'm here because I've been keeping an eye on you. I'm just so worried about whether you'll be able to save Saz.
Save Saz? What about Daj?
Whatever. You can save both, if you'd really like. But you must have noticed that dear Daddy's soul is getting crushed, right, Savior?
Physically, he seems fine, but I detect no mental activity. Not even dreams. It's as if he's in a coma. He's just not in there.
You see that old husk of an airship over there? There's a grumpy old guy who lives there. I'd keep your distance if I were you. He almost never comes out. Just stays holed up in there. What does he eat? That's what I want to know. He didn't used to get any visitors, but lately I've seen some young girl coming and going.
If you have some room in your field, I'd like to use a patch.
This is private property.
The ground looks right for planting. I can grow vegetables here, too.
Hi! Hello there!
You're Dr. Ghazal's assistant, but who are you?
Tilda. I'm a doctor around here. We have a bit of a problem, I'm afraid. So I was just consulting with the assistant here.
He doesn't look happy. Is he injured?
Something is wrong, that's for sure. We just found him. He's ever so weak.
Huh, poor thing. But he'll be all right, with a vet and a doctor looking after him.
Right. This clever vet was just telling me about an effective medicine that should help.
I'm still just a trainee. Dr. Ghazal is the clever one. I just run errands. But I'm going to help this little one get better.
He'll stay with me for the first little while. Not that I know much about dogs. I usually treat people, obviously. All I need to do is have him drink the assistant's medicine. I can handle that.
Good news for the dog. I'm sure he'll get better soon.
He would, except... Well, we're out of ingredients to make the medicine.
Yeah, that's the problem, see?
I could collect the ingredients for you.
Yes, you could. I mean, it's not like you'd have to go to the ends of the world to find them, or anything like that. The assistant can give you a list of what we need. This girl, she's actually more clever than she lets on.
Oh no, I'm not. I still hardly know anything at all. But I do know how to help the dog. He just needs the right medicine and he'll be fine.
Okay then, tell me what you need. And I should give these to Tilda, right?
Yes, please. Oh, thank you so much for helping out. Well, I've got to run. Dr. Ghazal will be expecting me back at Canopa's farms.
Thank you so much. All right, little dog. It's time to drink your medicine. This'll fix you up. Gosh, will you look at that? This stuff works fast. Claudia will be so pleased.
Claudia? Who's that?
Who's that? Why, Dr. Ghazal's assistant, of course. You met her earlier. Oh, wait. You know her as 13. Is that right? That Dr. Ghazal. I don't know why he can't be bothered to learn people's names. Claudia is a wonderful assistant. Well, quite good anyway, and she deserves more respect. And when she's not sure about something, she always checks with the other assistant. Well, anyway, the dog is safe and sound. If you happen to run into Claudia again, let her know for me, would you?
Sure.
Oh, and here, I've got some leftover medicine. You can have it. Maybe it'll come in handy. Aw, looks like you have a cute little admirer. I think she senses you saved her life.
She's not scared of people. Maybe she was a pet.
Yes, that could very well be the case. Usually the ones that live in the wild aren't so friendly.
If she does belong to someone, then...
What is it?
I just remembered a woman that I met out on the trail near Canopus Farms. She was upset and told me that she had lost her dog. I've got some good news from Tilda. That dog she found is doing much better.
He is? Well, that's great.
The medicine you prescribed was exactly what he needed. You're a fine vet, Claudia.
You know my name? And you remembered it? Oh, this is so embarrassing. Anyway, I appreciate the praise, but I don't know anywhere near as much as Seven does, and practically the only thing Dr. Ghazal says to me is, hey, 13.
I wonder why he still won't call you by your proper names.
Oh, he says it's because he can't be troubled to learn them. But really, I think it's because he doesn't want to get too close to us. He's cared for a lot of people and animals over the years, and most of them have gone one way or another. He must be so tired of losing people he's grown fond of.
Yeah, it's hard to say goodbye to people you love. To keep everyone at a distance is one way to protect yourself.
That said, in my case, I think it really is because he can't remember my name. I'm still so hopeless at everything, and I've still got so much to learn. A number is all I deserve.
No, that's not true.
Hey, 13! Get over here!
See what I mean?
Are you deaf? Come over here, Claudia. I need your advice.
Go on.
Coming!
Yes? Remember telling me about your family?
I do, but I don't have family anymore. Like I told you, my darling Clove just ran away. What? Clove? Clove, is that really you? It is! Where have you been? I thought you were dead! I'm so glad you're back safe and sound. I am never ever letting you out of my sight again.
It doesn't take. Do you need a cure?
I don't believe it. You actually got everything. Now I'll finally be able to do my final task.
Words cannot express just how much this means to me. Truly. But I want to say thank you anyway. So, that was your last task, to make this medicine? Yes, I want to give it to someone. But I'll have to be extra careful with this brew. I can't ruin this, not something this precious. That's right. Don't you go wasting all of my hard work. I'll take that as encouragement, I guess. I'll bet every last bit of pride I have as an apothecary on this.
Day's work.
Ah, mademoiselle. Might I have a word? I consider myself an expert in the culinary arts. That's cooking food to you. But I have not been able to practice my true skill these many years. My master taught me his greatest recipes, but together we only made them but one time. Now the world stands on the edge of destruction, and I fear I will never make them again.
I'd like to help, but about the only dish I can cook is behemoth steak on a campfire.
What I need is much simpler than that. I require only a few small but vital ingredients.
Which you can't find.
Exactement. Especially in this day and age.
All right. If I find any, I'll bring them to you.
Mademoiselle, merci beaucoup. With those ingredients, I'll once again be able to craft the masterpieces of my forebears. Welcome. What is this? Incroyable! Never did I think anyone would be able to find these ingredients. I shall pour my heart and my soul into crafting this dish. I shall return. It is ready. I have made it at last. The legendary dish, the Nora Special.
Nora Special? Somehow, that sounds familiar.
I doubt that, mademoiselle. It is a name that only a select few elite chefs are familiar with. It is a dish no longer served, a legendary recipe that was almost lost to the mists of time. A dish last sampled 1,000 years ago, or so the stories say.
For something that's so legendary, there's not much to it. It's not all that fancy or complicated. But at the same time, it smells great, like good home cooking.
Vraiment. On the tongue, it is a reassuring pleasure. It evokes sun-dappled afternoons on the seashore, a masterpiece of subtlety. It has been passed down to me over 1,000 years. From one generation of chefs to the next, the recipe copied 100 times. Until it came to me from my master. To make this dish is the greatest honor a chef can know. Somewhere my master is watching, and is proud. Please, you must have this, as a token of my eternal gratitude.
The Nora Special. It reminds me of a place near the water, of cool breezes, the waves lapping on the shore. I still remember Sarah. How could I forget? It was our hometown, the place we grew up. Bodum. You always used to...
What's that? You already found 2 of the soul fragments? You serious?
The blue vines move aside only during the day, Kupo. The red vines part only during the night, Kupo. The red vines in the village stand open from 7 at night to 7 in the morning, Kupo. Now make sure you don't forget, Kupo.
Are you busy?
Very busy, Kupo. Kupo, Kupo. Kupo, Kupo. It's a savior!
Hey, easy there.
Oh, savior, we've been waiting for you.
Deep in the forest, I stumbled onto a small village. The last home of the Mughals. I was just in time. Their peaceful lives were about to be shattered by a terrible menace. You mean them?
Yes, Kupo. Terrible beasts they are. They must purge us poor Mughals, Kupo. Ow, ow.
And now they know where you live. Fight with me.
You did it! You got rid of the monsters that were terrorizing the Mughals. That ought to be a weight off their minds. You should let them know right away.
What's all the noise for, Kupo? Some of us enjoy a little peace. It's the Chief Kupo! The Grand Poobah, Kupo! Where have you been, Kupo?
It really is you, isn't it?
Kupo, Kupo! Lightning? What?
Hey, come back! Mog, it is you, isn't it?
Who's Mog, Kupo?
What are you playing at? Is it that terrible having to see me again?
No, Kupo, I swear!
Then turn around.
Mog does not deserve to look lightning in the eye, Kupo.
Oh.
Because Mog couldn't protect Sarah, Kupo. And so...
Mog.
Kupo?
I'm glad you're all right. I was worried about you. I know what you're feeling. You've shed a lot of tears for Sarah, haven't you?
Kupo.
But blaming yourself for what happened is just gonna make her sad. You know that.
Sarah's gone, Kupo. Gone forever.
Her soul is still out there. And I promise you, I'm going to bring her back.
Really, Kupo?
Really. So listen, I need a very important favor from you.
Kupo... Popo?
There's a chance that I won't be around to meet her when she returns. I'm gonna try not to let that happen. But if it does, I want you to be there instead. She'll need someone she knows and loves waiting for her. That's more like the old Mog. Don't give up. Things are going to get better.
Welcome, Kupo! Thanks, Kupo! It's a fine day. Oh! I knew the Savior could do it! Please take this! Kupo! The vegetables that grow in this field are unlike those you'll find anywhere else. Kupo! Would you like to work the field with me, Savior?
So tell me, what have you been doing with yourself these last 500 years? Have you been in the village this whole time?
Oh no, Kupo. I was swept up in the chaos, Kupo. I was carried hither and thither until I found myself in the void beyond. I wandered there, and one by one I met my friends, Kupo. Our world was a terrible mess, and we didn't know where to go, Kupo.
Right. When the chaos flooded in, you Moogles lost your homes, just like so much of humankind.
That's right, Kupo. We were so blue, we didn't know what to do. We roamed around for a spell, over the desert and dale, until one day we found this forest. That's when I said to my friends, let's build a new home here. And that's what we did. All the Moogles together, Kupo.
Building a new home to replace the one that was lost. That reminds me of something from a long time ago.
Kupo! Kupo! Of course, Kupo! Sarah told me all about what they did, Kupo. Sarah and Snow and their friends, they lost their home once too, Kupo. It was before we met. But they found a new place. And together, they built a home even better than the old one. They were my inspiration, Kupo. And I told all my Moogle brothers. Then, before I knew it, I became the chief of the whole Moogle village, Kupo.
I'm not surprised. You've had a lot of adventures and fought bravely in many battles. Of course they'd turn to you. You're a natural-born leader.
Lightning! You mustn't say that, Kupo. If you keep praising me so much, my bubble might burst, Kupo. Kupo. Where have they gone?
What's the matter?
3 of my brothers are missing, Kupo. I fear they've gone astray in the woods.
When did they disappear?
10 days ago, Kupo. Can you help? Will you find our lost friends, Kupo?
Days? Shouldn't you have started searching for them already? Where did they go missing?
I don't know, Kupo, but they are not brave. I don't think they would venture out of the forest, Kupo.
Well, I suppose that narrows it down. But how can a Moogle get lost in the first place? You can all fly, right? Just take to the air, and you can find the trail from above.
You're exactly right. That's a great idea, Kupo. Why didn't any of us think of that before? We always flutter close to the ground, Kupo. To soar in the sky, I scarce imagine it.
Really? Seems like common sense to me. You can fly that high, right?
Of course, Kupo. It's just scary to go too high.
Never mind. Anyway, I'll look for your friends.
You will? Oh, thank you, Kupo. You should search at night, Kupo. In the day, they will be hidden away, Kupo.
All right, got it. Find them before sunrise. I've come for you, all right, but trust me, this isn't the end of anything.
Kupo? Will you turn me into a star?
I'll get you home. Faster than you think.
Nice one, Lightning. You threw that Moogle much further than Sarah ever did.
Did I overdo it?
I can't go on, Kupo. Oh, excuse me, kind lady. Can I ask you a question? Do you know which way it is to the Moogle village, Kupo?
Leave it to me. I'll get you home.
What are you?
Found you. You're one of the lost Moogles, aren't you?
It's true. I want to go home, but I don't know the way, Kupo.
If you flew up above the treetops, you'd be able to find your village easily enough.
Above the treetops, Kupo? What a splendiferous plan, Kupo. Except I'm afraid of heights, Kupo.
It's all right. I'll give you a hand. Disappear to? Did you find the honey?
I remember it all now, Kupo. That is...
What happened?
A terrible monster appeared out of the trees, and I fled back to my village, Kupo. The fright it gave me made me forget my friends. It was my fault they were lost, Kupo.
Well, it sure was.
Almighty Savior, I'm so sorry, Kupo, for all the trouble I've caused. I suppose I must be punished, Kupo. Or maybe I've been punished enough already, Kupo.
Just apologize to your 3 friends here, and then make sure it doesn't happen again. If any more of your brothers go missing, you're gonna have to find them. From high up in the sky where I throw you. Got it?
Please, not the sky, Kupo. Have mercy, Kupo. I'll not let my brothers go astray again, Kupo. I'll watch them with eagle eyes, Kupo.
If you have some room in your field, I'd like to use a patch.
Do as you will.
So, how long does it take for vegetables to grow in this field?
I'd wager about half a day.
Yes. Well done. I heard what you did. How you helped our hunter hopeful pass his trial.
I didn't know it was for a trial. If I had, I would have refused him.
It matters not. His wits and guile have made him a hunter true, and that's a fact. Here in the wildlands, our human laws pale to nothing in the face of nature's grim, unyielding certainties.
He has grit and perseverance. Those are useful qualities in a hunter.
Qualities you do not lack. I've heard about your exploits against the monsters out here. I am proud of my fighting skills, but it's a misplaced pride when they are set against yours. A warrior like you could serve as an inspiration to many of us. Tell me, will you help out our young hunters and be a model for them?
A model?
Yes, that's right, a role model, I mean. The new recruits are eager, but still wet behind the ears. They don't know what it takes to defeat a truly powerful monster. You can show them and give them something to strive for.
Why not?
I knew you would agree. How about a little warm-up first? Easy pickings for the likes of you.
Sure. Let's do it.
Impressive. Perhaps for you the challenge was insufficient. Think of it as preparation. The next challenge will be a true test of your abilities. Your prey shall be the Protoflorian. An innocuous name perhaps, but this is one flower whose petals deliver deadly blows. The creature holds court in Rocky Crag, where many a fellow hunter have fallen victim to its might. None of us have yet managed to slay it. I fear that it will be too much for you alone. Heed my words, for my warning is not given lightly. You risk your life facing this beast.
I'll survive. A giant Protoflorian. It must be one of the ancient weapons that ran amok long ago.
You You have defeated it! Can that monster be truly dead? Such a day I never expected to see. I stand before you awed and humbled. Please, forgive me my amazement. Of course, I did not doubt you. That is why I asked you, after all. You have lifted a shadow that darkened the wildlands for many years.
Right. Sounds like I did you a favor. That talk about being a role model for your young hunters was just a ploy to get me to tidy up a problem.
I will not deny it. By destroying the menace, you killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I had intended to assist you in the quest. However, by the time I was ready, you had already done the deed. Either way, your famous feat has served my original purpose. The young hunters cannot stop talking about you. Indeed, I too have been inspired to take my bow into the hinterlands in search of fresh game.
Yeah, well, don't do anything stupid. Who would look after the other hunters if you got killed?
Thanks to you, they've seen what a brave and skilled fighter can achieve. They don't need me to coddle them. Perhaps none of us can grow as powerful as you, but as long as you inspire us, we need not fear death, nor any beast that prowls the wildlands.
A traveler? Well, this is a rare treat.
This place is off the beaten track.
Let me tell you something. This used to be the center of civilization. It might be hard to believe, but up until a few centuries ago, this land was home to the world's largest city.
Yeah, a long time ago, right?
Yeah, that's right. And then the chaos came and devoured everything. Soon after, I set up camp here with my colleagues to research the dark power that swept over this land. No one's been keeping track of how long we've been out here, but it's been a while. We've been preoccupied, buried in our work, though we've made little progress. That chocobo is the rumored angel of Valhalla, isn't he? The chocobo of legends. Now that I've seen him for myself, he does look rather regal.
He's a lot more than regal.
Oh, no offense. I know he's a creature of destiny, fated to lead his ordained master to the truth.
So you know something about this legend?
Of course. My team and I have been in this mysterious land for many years. We call this the Omega Point, the origin of the chaos that erupted and spread throughout the land over 500 years ago. It appears the source of the chaos is rumored to be hidden somewhere inside the temple of the goddess, out here in the wildlands. We were sent out here to investigate the Omega Point, but because of the rocky terrain, there are still areas we haven't been able to reach. Unfortunately, the goddess's temple is one of them.
But now that the Angel of Valhalla has decided to grace us with his presence...
Exactly. With those wings, there's no doubt he can take you there. Many old remains have been discovered in this area. For example, do you see that over there? That's the wreckage of an airship that fell to the ground after getting sucked into the chaos. If only we could gather data from the wreckage, I'd be willing to bet it would be an enormous help to our research.
It might help you solve the mystery of what happened back when the world first started to fall apart. Is that the idea?
That's right. I can't promise we'll discover every last detail of what happened, but it would get us closer to the truth.
Every piece of the puzzle is important. The more we learn, the closer we get to the real truth. If there's anything I can do to help, I'm in.
I appreciate that. Here, I want you to take this with you. This device extracts data from objects. Go to the ruins of the airship and search for any kind of debris that might be relevant to our research. When you find something, all you need to do is activate it. Once the device reaches its capacity, the light will flash, letting you know it's full. Come back when you're done. I'll be waiting here.
How many pieces of debris?
It varies by location and situation, but I'd estimate that 4 would probably do the trick out here.
Is this it? This could be one. hope there's still data inside. I'm getting a signal. The indicator light is blinking. Looks like I got everything I need. Time to head back. I think I may have enough. Will this do?
Excellent work. I'll analyze this information at once. Let's see here. This is rather unexpected. I've managed to detect what seems to be part of an audio file. Let's hear it.
Mayday! Our current location is... Damn it! These coordinates make no sense. Where the hell are we? What in God's name is that? What is that thing? Oh, a woman? How can she be? That is impossible!
And that's where it ends.
The pilot said he saw something impossible. What do you think that could be?
I don't suppose it could be darkness of some sort. Perhaps it was the unseen chaos that supposedly sealed beneath Etro's temple.
Who could he have meant by the woman? You don't suppose that could have been the goddess? That doesn't seem possible, but...
The goddess? No, I don't think so. That would defy science. It was probably just the pilot seeing his wife's face flash before his eyes before he died. But what's that saying? Never say never. In order to produce a scientific explanation, we need to keep gathering more data.
Still got a long way to go.
Yes, but thanks to you, we're already a step closer. A little progress is better than no progress at all.
I would say you're right.
Things have been stagnant for a long, long time, as you know. That tiny bit of new information is an amazing discovery for researchers everywhere. You can't imagine the great gift you've given us all.
Well, it wasn't all thanks to me. I couldn't have done it without this guy over here, the Angel of Valhalla.
I hope you can make everyone...